Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hi, John.
You know we wear dual headsets around here.
Dueling headsets. Ding, 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 ding,
That's
ding,
right. How are you, sir?
I'm very good indeed. Thank
Good
you.
to see you today. I missed you on our last debacle.
No, get rid of the adjective. We met you on our debacle. It doesn't have to imply that it's part of a sequence.
We tried.
You did. Are you the captain again?
Yes, sir, I am.
And your team remains final hours?
Yes.
Okay.
Joseph and Carrie are on. Natasha's logging in, so it's the four of us for today.
Very good. Very good.
We had some strong challengers last time.
Yeah, that's been the case in a lot of these things. It's sort of the luck of the draw, but you never know. And we got some good categories here. If one is aggressive and listens carefully and buzzes in on the beat, you know.
But the most important thing is we're having fun while we're doing it.
That's exactly right.
That's
if
it.
it weren't fun, they wouldn't be paying us to do it.
Work-life balance.
And I still can't believe they're paying us to do it. There you go. You won't get any objections from me.
So, Bob, just so you know, we have Carrie joining us on our team this time. She's from our nursing sales team here at the NXT, and she needed an adopted TPT family, so we brought her into the BRT lineup.
Oh, I see no reason why that shouldn't be the case.
She's been great.
Oh, there's Joseph.
Carrie, is your laptop plugged in?
It is. You know, they never came to fix that, so I couldn't get it hooked up. So
You better
we are.
go.
I brought the
for what?
charger.
Phone or computer? Well, use your handset. I mean, you know. Okay, I'm going to mute myself for a little while.
Okay. We are awaiting your opponents.
What's up, Bob?
And our scorekeeper. Hello.
I believe Rochelle is on her way to be scorekeeper, Bob.
Hi, Dan.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
We the wife got tickets to see Jagged Little Pill next month.
Oh, how great. Oh, you got to tell me what you think of it. I just thought it was awesome. Did I send you my review?
You did not. Send it along.
I will send you a link to the review.
Yeah, awesome. English also says hello.
Yeah.
Howdy do.
Baby. I guess it's you. Duh.
It's having multiple speakers open and microphone open. So, yeah, that's you. Yeah. You want to go eat lunch? We're going to go get her some lunch. I'll be right back.
Going for lunch now? Now?
For the baby, not for me.
Oh, okay. Not asking for any details there. Who is the captain, please, of Sons of Anarchy?
That would be me, John Fulford.
Oh, John, you are. Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
And who is the captain of Final Hours?
No, Ryan Pattinson.
Ryan is. Very good. So we just need at least 2 more players from that team, and we're okay. I don't really keep track of who's on which team because I can't. But I need to know who the captains are.
2 people on this one screen.
Yeah, Blake and I are sharing a screen.
You two are sharing a screen. Hi, Ryan.
Waiting for our captain.
Ryan is here. You are the captain, sir? You're doing mime. I can't hear you. We'll do a sound and buzzer check, especially sound for the captains.
And Bob, just so you know, Natasha from my team, she's on now, so we're all here for Sam's.
I see Natasha there. Hi, Natasha. There she is. Just FYI, the phone lines have proved to be. Hi, Rochelle.
Hello.
Have proved to be kind of superfluous. So if you want to make your Steel Conversations public chat, that's fine. Did you have a nice weekend, Rochelle?
I did, Bob. I saw the Ginsburg documentary. I liked it a lot.
I saw a lot of World War II and World War I movies.
That's fun.
As part of my Memorial Day tribute. And the best for seeing Dunkirk the second time, I was just enthralled by how good it was. And as I suspected, seeing it on my home big screen with the subtitles on made it easier to appreciate it because.
Can you guys tell me which team is red and which team is blue? I'm not sitting.
Yes, Sums of Anarchy is red. Final Hours is blue.
Sums of Anarchy?
Sums, S-U-M-S.
Funny. And the blue is?
Final Hours.
Final Hours. I'm going to create the game. The game code is 189.
189 is the game code.
I am now going to share my screen and see if I can get you guys to see this. Do you see it?
There's the buzzer. Yep.
Okay.
Such a handsome buzzer.
Oh, there's always one who buzzes in early. Okay. Okay, John. Natasha, you want to give it a shot? Okay, Carrie. Okay, Carrie, you beat me to it. Blake? Sarah? Okay. Is there a third person playing for blue?
I believe there are 2 more joining the buzzer momentarily.
Okay. Hey, Dan.
Hello.
It's not a tumor. It's not a tumor at all.
Oh, God. Every year you bring out your Terminator.
Oh,
I love him.
The fine American film Kindergarten Cop. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's not a tumor.
Citizen Kane, Gone with the Wind, Kindergarten Cop. It's a pretty easy top 3, Rochelle.
It's not a tumor. Reminds me of, remember the scene from, oh God, was it, which Woody Allen movie is he had a spot on his shirt that he thought was something. Oh God, it was on your shirt. No, okay.
I don't remember that.
All right. All right. Well, I can go off camera as soon as you guys. Just
Okay.
And I will mute myself.
Just waiting to hear whether we have the teams complete. I'm going to ask the captains to let me know when your team is here complete.
Sums of Anarchy is good to go.
Sums is good. And Ryan, you'll let us know when your group is complete, yes?
They seem good.
They're good.
Yeah. And Christine, you're unmuting again this time around?
Yeah, I'm literally doing the same thing.
Excellent. We are streaming, Bob. Good to go from my end whenever you're ready.
Okay. I just had to throw out one question because our conversation impinged on it. So,
Was it really a kindergarten cup question? That's fantastic.
yeah, there was. And it's my own fault because I brought it up, but it's gone now. Okay, hi, everybody. This is match 26, featuring the blue team, Final Hours, the red team, Sons of Anarchy. The captains are Ryan and John, respectively, and both of you are veterans. So hopefully we won't have that again. Please stay muted until I call on you. And remember, you can only buzz in a maximum of 2 times in any 5-category set of clues. Oh, that's got to stop. We cannot have that anymore. Can we find out what's causing that? And
Hey, Ryan, are you off mute for a reason? Do you have something you gotta?
You're so.
There you go. All right. So Ryan and Sarah in room wouldn't be unmuting. Only Christine would unmute. You should be listening through Christine's speakers too. Good. Thank you, Blake. Appreciate the thumbs up.
Okay. Good luck, teams. Our first category, I really like this board, and I think you will too. I really like this board. I hope you do as well. Though perhaps not all the categories. We're going to start with world. We're going to start with world history. Okay, world history. And they go from 1 to 5 in increasing order. Here we go for 1 point in world history. This ancient city grew powerful in part because the Tiber provides a convenient route to the sea 15 miles. Ryan?
Mesopotamia?
That's incorrect. We subtract the point. Here, Sons of Anarchy, you may, Sons of Anarchy, you may consult on this. I'll repeat it. This ancient city grew powerful in part because the Tiber provides a convenient route to the sea 15 miles away. And you can unmute and talk if you want, but one way or another, the captain will tell me what the answer is or whether you'll pass. John?
Okay, so we're going to take a guess.
Okay.
Our guess is Cairo.
That's incorrect, so no harm, no foul. The river is near ancient and modern Rome. Rome is what we were looking for. Okay, here we go for 2 points. In 1871, the Treaty of Frankfurt ended the war between France and this German state led by Bismarck. In 1871, the Treaty of Frankfurt ended the war between France and this German state led by Bismarck. 5 seconds. Time. Rochelle? Dan, either?
No idea.
Nope. The German state was Prussia. Prussia. Okay, world history for 3. Oh, here we go. For 3 points. This Cairo square was the heart of the 18 days of protest that toppled Egyptian leader Hosni Mubarak in 2011. Sarah?
Tiananmen?
No, that's incorrect. Subtract 3 points. Sons of Anarchy, you may consult. This Cairo square was the heart of the 18 days of protest that toppled Egyptian leader Hosni Mubarak in 2011. For those watching, only on Steel Opportunities can the teams consult. They may not consult during any of the toss-ups.
Okay, we're not going to guess because we're unsure.
Okay.
So we pass.
Okay. It was very famous at the time, I guess less so now, Tahrir Square. Tahrir Square was where all that protest occurred. Okay, world history for 4. Zinoviev and Pyatakov were 2 victims of the 1930s proceedings called these trials due to their being public. Zinoviev and Pyatakov were two victims of the 1930s proceedings called these trials due to their being public. 5 seconds. Time. Dan, Rochelle? It was a triple stumper on the show, so nobody dashed be embarrassed. These were the Soviet show trials. They were called show trials because they were so vividly public. Finally, for 5 points, and we'll be done with this Fakakta category. In 1819, Sir Stamford Raffles of this company established a post at Singapore Harbor for Britain. In 1819, Sir Stamford Raffles of this company established a post at Singapore Harbor for Britain. 5 seconds. Time. That was known as the British East India Company, which we all heard about in junior high, but not since. That category stunk, but I guarantee you're going to have more fun with the rest of this board.
I was going to say Lloyd's of London, so I would have been way off.
That was my guess too. And it was a triple stumper on the show. So again, nobody need be embarrassed. Okay, I know you're going to like some of these next ones. For instance, the next category is My Favorite Things. That's the song from The Sound of Music. Okay, I trust you remember it. For 1 point, raindrops on roses and whiskers on these young animals. Carrie.
Kittens.
Kittens is right for 1 point. For those who have PCs, Alt-A is a very quick way to mute and unmute. And Dan, what is it for Max?
Command-Shift-A.
Command-Shift-A. So just so you know, that's a good way, a very good way to but that's correct for the red team. Carrie's very good. Okay, for 2 points. Bright copper kettles and warm woolen these. Sarah.
Mittens.
Mittens is right for 2 points. Told you we would like this category. For 3 points. These items that stay on my nose and eyelashes. John.
Snowflakes.
Snowflakes that stay on my nose and eyelashes. That is right. I get the right to sing because I'm the host. For 4 points. Very good. Girls in white these with blue satin sashes. John?
Girls in white dresses.
That's right. And John, you are, as we say in Vegas, out of the last clue. But the rest of John's team, the rest of Sons of Anarchy, may participate for this 5-point question. You got to mute, John. Thank you. Here we go, teams. Crisp these desserts, doorbells and sleigh bells and schnitzel with noodles. Crisp these desserts, doorbells and sleigh bells. Joseph?
Apple strudels.
Apple strudels is right. Rhymes with noodles. Very good. Sons of Anarchy made some real progress there. And we go on to our next category. Again, I think you're going to like these teams. National forest states. National forest states. I'll give you the national forest. You give us the state. Easy peasy, we'll seasy. For 1 point, Hoosier National Forest. Hoosier, Ryan.
Indiana.
Indiana is right for 1 point. National forest states for 2. Tuskegee National Forest. John.
Alabama.
Is right for 2 points. National forest states for 3. Pike National Forest. Pike National Forest. 5 seconds. Ryan.
Colorado.
Colorado, where Pikes Peak is. Very good. And final hours is out of the hole. National forest states for 4. Prescott National Forest. Prescott National Forest. 5 seconds. Time. You needed to think of the city of Prescott, Arizona. Prescott, Arizona. Finally, for 5 points, Olympic National Forest. Olympic National Forest. 5 seconds. Sarah.
Washington.
Washington State is right for 7 points. And at the end of the first half of the first round, both teams are climbing back, as I predicted. Sons of Anarchy 14, Final Hours 7. I'll repeat the score every 3 categories, but that's essentially a tie from these 3. Okay, the next one, I think, if you have long memories or you're a good reader, you might glom into. The category is Hunter S. Thompson. Hunter S. Thompson. Let's see. For 1 point, based on hundreds of interviews he had conducted, Thompson's first successful book was about this motorcycle gang. Based on hundreds of interviews he'd conducted, Thompson's first successful book was about this motorcycle gang. 5 seconds. Time. Dan, you ran with these for some time, did you not?
Everybody knows I'm a biker. Hell's Angels.
Yeah, it was the Hell's Angels, is right. Okay. Yeah, I'd heard that rumor. Okay. 2 points. Here we go. Thompson's best-known work, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, grew out of an assignment in this athletic magazine in 1971. Thompson's best-known work, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, grew out of an assignment in this athletic magazine in 1971. Ryan.
Sports Illustrated.
That's the one. Sports Illustrated for 2 points for the blue team. Very good. 3 points. In 1972's Fear and Loathing on the Campaign Trail, Thompson chronicled the campaigns of these 2 opponents. In 1972's Fear and Loathing on the Campaign Trail, Thompson, Joseph.
Nixon and McGovern?
Nixon v. McGovern is correct for 3 points for the red team. Nixon v. McGovern. Okay. Hunter Thompson for 4. Thompson created this highly personal style of journalism that shares its name with a Muppet. Thompson created, Sarah?
So. Gonzo.
Gonzo, very good. That's 4 points. Bringing the scores very close together. And finally, Hunter Thompson for 5. Though he rarely contributed after the 1970s, Thompson was listed as an editor at this magazine until his death in 2005. Though he rarely contributed after the 70s, Thompson was listed as an editor at this magazine until his death in 2005. 5 seconds. Time. Rochelle or Dan?
No idea on that one.
And
Magazine?
New Yorker?
Rochelle?
The New Yorker?
No, it was Rolling Stone.
Oh, close.
Rolling Stone. Well, today's New Yorker is close to that era's Rolling Stone, I think. It was a good guess. Okay, no harm, no foul. Here we go with, you remember Hunter S. Thompson wrote Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, Fear and Loathing in the Campaign Trail. Our next category is fear. Fear. Okay. I will give you the fear, the formal name. You tell me what it's fear of. Okay. Acrophobia. ACRO. Acrophobia. Kerry. Kerry, unmute.
I was a little sugar happy on that. I thought you said arachnophobia, but you didn't. You said
I said acrophobia. Okay, that's 1 point. Blue team, you have a chance now. Acrophobia. ACRO.
Fear of heights.
Fear of heights is right. Acrophobia. No harm done, Carrie. Not many points involved. Hang in there. You're doing great. You all are. Here we go. Fear for 2. Hemophobia. Hemophobia. Blake.
Blood.
That's right, for 2 points. And the teams are tied. For 3 points. Ichthyophobia. 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 5 seconds. Time. Dan?
Fear of icky things.
No. An ichthyologist studies
I
fish.
want to say fish.
Yes, that's it. Very good, Rochelle. Sorry. You are correct. Ichthyophobia is fear of fish. An odd fear. But we got 2 more odd fears. Here they come for 4 points. Theophobia. Theophobia. Ryan?
Fear of God.
That's incorrect. I'll subtract. We have to subtract 4, and the red team, that's a break for you. Theophobia. Red team, going to guess or pass?
Okay, we're going to take a guess.
Okay.
Fear of religion.
That is right. Fear of religion for 4 points. Okay, that's a swing, but plenty of points left. We're only in the first half. Okay, finally, fear. Here's the 5-point clue. Ergophobia. 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 Joseph.
Social interaction, social phobia.
No, it's good. This is a break for the blue team. You can spring into the lead, Ryan. Ergophobia.
Oh, it's weird work. Oh.
You have to get an answer from the captain. You can answer or pass, Ryan.
Fear of work.
It is fear of work, which brings us to TPT and brings us to the final category. That's a big swing, but again, it's very early in the game. Plenty more points. We had fear. Our final category in this first round is and low thing, but low, L-O-W is in quotes, and low thing. So low, L-O-W, will be in every clue. And I might suggest to you that if you have a pencil and paper handy, write the letters L-O-W in front of you. Looking at it may help you as we go along, okay? And low thing for 1 point, here we go. This adjective for letters not capitalized comes from the printing, Sarah?
Lower.
Case.
Lowercase.
Lowercase is correct. Yeah, I was just about to ask. Remember, teams, you cannot participate in this. You're all on notice. These toss-ups are for one person only. Okay. I would have asked you for more specific, and you would have given me a case. But by the way, it comes from the printing practice of storing them in a tray beneath the others. That's how they came to be called lowercase. I thought that was an interesting fun fact. Low thing for 2 points. A wooden frame for executing prisoners. A wooden frame for executing prisoners. 5 seconds. Remember, no consulting, you're on your own. Blake, just in time.
Gallo?
Incorrect. We're going to subtract 3 points. 3 points. Red team. A wooden frame for executing prisoners. Red team, you can consult and answer or pass. John?
We're going to pass.
Okay. I'm sorry, Blake, I heard gallow. It is a gallows with an S. It is a gallows. A gallows is not a word. Okay, sorry about that, but gallows was correct. Ties the scores up even closer. Here we go. A low thing for 3 points. That was 2. 3 points. In quotes, colorful favorite around the sushi bar that's also known as buri. Colorful favorite around the sushi bar that's also known as buri. Five seconds. Ryan.
Clownfish.
No, that's not correct, although it does have the right letters. Another break for the red team. For 3 points. Colorful, in quotes, favorite around the sushi bar that's also known as buri.
Bob, are you saying known as blurry?
Buri. Buri.
Oh, okay.
Known as buri.
We're going to pass.
Okay. It's known, it was a triple stumper on the show too. It's yellowtail. Yellowtail. Okay, that's the low. Here we go for 4 points. A visual representation that diagrams a sequence of operations. John.
A flow chart.
That is right. Flow chart for 4 points. And finally, for 5 points, a low, in L-O-W in quotes, thing, a variety of gorilla that can be Eastern or Western. A variety, John.
The lowlands gorilla.
Okay, that's right. Lowlands gorilla is right. I was just checking, John, to see if you had buzzed in more than twice. You had not. Okay, but we're not done with the first round. Sums of Anarchy 24, Final Hours 13. It's very, very close, but we have our Kaplan crowdsource trivia, specifically Kaplan crowdsource potpourri. 5 questions from random categories submitted by your friends, neighbors, and peers. Here we go. Everyone is worth 3 points, so this can have a big impact. Okay, here we go, teams. For 3 points, this NFL quarterback appeared in the closing scenes of There's Something About Mary. This NFL, Ryan.
Brett Favre.
Brett Favre is right for 3 points. And Final Hours jumps a little bit closer to the lead. Here we go. For 3 points. Born Chloe Ardelia Wofford, this beloved author won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1993. Born Chloe Ardelia Wofford, this beloved, in quotes, author won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1993. Time. I don't have to throw this to Rochelle because she submitted it. Beloved was written by
Toni Morrison.
Toni Morrison. Toni Morrison. Okay. By the way, Bill Keevan sent in the Brett Favre question. We always like to give credit where credit is due. Here we go for another 3 points. Kaplan crowdsource. A natural light display in the Earth's sky, predominantly seen, Ryan?
Aurora Borealis.
Aurora Borealis or Northern Lights is right for 3 more points. And Ryan, you are out of this crowdsource category. You have 2 more clues. Here we go, teams. Elizabeth, oh, that was sent in by Maria Preston. Elizabeth Taylor won her 2nd Academy Award for this film featuring her classic opening line, "What a dump." Elizabeth Taylor won her 2nd Academy Award for this film featuring her classic opening line, "What a dump." Okay, time. So Brian Holmes stumped you. Rochelle, I'm pretty sure you know this one.
I'm not sure. I want to say Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, but I don't think
That's
that's
right.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
correct. She quotes Betty Davis in Beyond the Forest. Her first line is, "What a dump." Very good. Okay, finally, 3 points. Of the 50 state 2-letter postal abbreviations, this state's is first alphabetically. Of the 50 state 2-letter postal abbreviations, this state's is first alphabetically. 5 seconds. Sarah?
Alabama?
No, that's incorrect. Break for the red team. Of the 50 state two-letter postal abbreviations, this state's is first alphabetically.
Oh,
John?
which one? We're gonna guess.
Okay.
It's Alaska.
It is Alaska, yes. Alabama is the first alphabetically, but AK, Alaska, is the first postal abbreviation. Okay, no harm, no foul.
Slid the whole thing.
So we have, at the end of the first half, Sums of Anarchy 27, Final Hours 16. Very close scores. It might just as well be a tie. And we won't have a tie because we have one odd and one even score. Good. Here we go. We're going to go, oh, some of these you'll like, I think. Maybe you'll like them all. Philosophy. Philosophy is first. Good luck, teams, for 2 points. Heidegger said, the most basic question in philosophy is, why is there something rather than this? Heidegger said, Ryan?
Nothing.
Nothing is right. Why is there something rather than nothing? That's 2 points. The scores can really change, as we always say. Good work, sir. For 4 points, the hypothesis that the external world is a delusion is called this organ in a vat. The hypothesis that the external world is a delusion is called this organ in a vat. Five seconds. Time. Brain in a vat. I don't know who calls it brain in a vat, but that's what the answer is. Brain in a vat. Okay. Philosophy for 6 points. In 1901, Jacques Maritain vowed to do this if he couldn't find the meaning of life within a year. He lived until 1973. In 1901, Jacques Maritain vowed to do this if he didn't find the meaning of life within a year. He lived until 1973. Ryan?
Commit suicide.
Yes, that's right. He vowed to kill himself, but he lived 72 years longer. Okay, Ryan, you're out of this category, but you've caught up considerably. The teams will continue on without you for the next 2 clues. For 8 points. The classic problem of the many is this in the sky. Which droplets are part of it, and where does it start and end? The classic problem of the many is this in the sky. Which droplets are part of it, and where does it start and end? 5 seconds. Time. Rochelle? Dan? No. It's known as the problem of the many is the cloud. The cloud. Which droplets are a part of the cloud? Where does it start and end? Okay, cloud is correct. And that was a triple stumper on the show, so no one should be embarrassed. And here we go with a 10-point clue in philosophy. In philosophy, it has a middle A instead of I, and doesn't mean about to happen, but within one's mind. In philosophy, it has a middle A instead of I, and doesn't mean about to happen, but within one's mind. Five seconds. Time. Rochelle, Dan?
Is it some play on imminent?
Yes, imminent. In fact, if you just said imminent, I would have taken it because they are homophones. Immanent with an A means within one's mind. Imminent.
I didn't know what I didn't know there was another word, but
Well, you would have gotten 10 points. Well done. Okay. That's why she runs the cabal. Okay. Now, next category. Oh, it's not my favorite things. We did that. Next category is who played them? This is a movie category. Who played them? I'll give you the year and the character. You tell me the person who played the person in question for 2 points. 2009, Sherlock Holmes to Jude Law's Dr. Watson. Blake?
Robert Downey Jr.?
That's right, for 2 points. Who played him for 4? 2010, The Mad Hatter. Joseph?
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp is right. For 6 points, who played him? The year 2000, Chuck Noland, who is Cast Away. 2000, Chuck Noland. Ryan?
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks is right. You're out of the category. Where were you? No, that was Blake was first. Okay, my apologies. You're still in. Who played him for 8? Everybody's still in. 2010, Maid Marian to Russell Crowe's Robin Hood. 2010, Maid Marian to Russell Crowe's Robin Hood. Time. Rochelle, do you remember? Dan?
I do not.
Mary Elizabeth Monster Antonio played it in one of them, but not 2000. I don't remember who that was.
No, it was 2-time Oscar winner, the slumming Kate Blanchett. Kate Blanchett. Doing it for the grandchildren. Okay, finally for 10 points. Who played him? Oh, I like this movie. 2009, The Young Queen Victoria. 2009, The Young Queen Victoria. Time, and she was great. Known around the house as Sorry Joseph, Too Late, Mrs. John Krasinski, Emily Blunt. Emily Blunt played the young Victoria. Okay, next category. I love this category. I'm going to be hard pressed not to run out of the house at the before the end of it. Sweet spots. Sweet spots is the category for 2 points. Enjoy a fancy fruit shake or crunchy nut shake at California Shakes on board this attraction at Long Beach. Enjoy a fancy fruit shake or crunchy nut shake at California Shakes on board this attraction at Long Beach. 5 seconds. Time. Anybody want to know? Take a guess.
Well, I'm in Long Beach as we speak, and we have 2 attractions here, the Queen Mary and the Spruce Goose. Is it neither of those?
Yes. But I can't take points for that.
Okay.
You have to commit.
Queen Mary.
Yes, on board the Queen. I don't believe they let you go on to the Spruce Goose with shakes. Oh, I've been there. The shakes are out of this world. Okay, the Queen Mary is correct. And it was a triple stumper on the show. So nobody dashed be embarrassed. But you're welcome to get hungry. For 4 points, Aunt Sally's in the French Quarter produces New Orleans' most famous of these pecan confections. Aunt Sally's in the French Quarter. Joseph?
Praline.
Pralines is right for 4 points. Not to be confused with praline kale. Pralines is right, 4 points for the red team. Sweet spots for 6. Kermit's in Key West is your one-stop shop for this flavor ice cream, cookies, jelly beans. Blake?
Key lime?
Key lime ice cream and pie on a stick. Very good, sir. 6 points. For 8 points, sweet spots. I love this category. I'm so hungry. Two Fat Cats Bakery in Maine is famous for making these regional pies, a creamy filling between 2 cake-like cookies. Two Fat Cats Bakery in Maine is famous for making these regional pies, a creamy filling between two cake-like cookies. Time. I'm glad to know we have healthy eaters here at Kaplan.
Whoopie pie?
They are whoopie pies, and I love them. I love them to pieces.
On behalf of all non-healthy eaters.
Oh, yummy. I love them. Okay, sweet pot spots for 10. We're going to have to bid adieu to this category after this 10-point clue. Banana and tea berry are among more than 30 flavors of this old-fashioned sweet sold at Shriver's in Ocean City, New Jersey. Banana, Kerry?
Saltwater taffies.
Saltwater taffy is right for 10 points. Wow, very good. Yeah, you picked up the little clue in there about Ocean City, New Jersey. Well done. At the end of the first half of the second round, very close. Sons of Anarchy, 45, Final Hours, 38. Still anybody's match. As we go into the adventures of Marco Polo. The adventures or the travels of Marco Polo. Here we go for 2 points. Polo wrote, "This Asian desert, quote, is reported to be so long that it would take a year to go from end to end." Polo wrote, "This Asian desert is reported to be so long that it would take a year to go from end to end." 5 seconds. Oh, time. Principal desert in Asia is the Gobi. The Gobi is what we were looking for. Travels of Marco Polo for 4. After the Polos crossed the Pamir Mountains, they followed this ancient trade route that led them into China. After the Polos crossed the Pamir Mountains, they followed this ancient trade route that led them into China. Ryan?
Velvet Road?
That's incorrect. Break for the red team. I'll say it one more time, John. After the Polos crossed the Pamir Mountains, they followed this ancient trade route that led them into China.
I was going to click. Brian beat me, but it's the Silk Road.
The Silk Road is right. Silk Road. We're at 6 points, and we have a surprise substitution, surprise substitution, surprise substitution, la, 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 la. The category is evers. That's E-V-E-R in quotes, evers. So the word ever, E-V-E-R, those letters, appears in every response. Okay, ever, E-V-E-R. Okay, for 6 points. The answer to this title question of 1962 is, she's been caring for her crippled sister Blanche. The answer to this title question of 1962 is, she's been caring for her crippled sister Blanche. 5 seconds. Time. Rochelle?
We're all too young, Bob.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Baby Jane?
I knew this
That's
one.
right.
Come on.
What, attaboy, Dan.
No.
That was the title question. Whatever happened to Baby Jane? She was taking care of her crippled sister and beating her up off camera. Apparently.
If you watch the Betty Davis the show that was on recently,
Feud. Oh, I didn't miss an episode. You kidding? Love it.
The Feud. That's what you said it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, so good. So good.
Okay. There we go. Back to Marco Polo for 8 points. On Sumatra, Polo saw this animal he described as a unicorn having feet like an elephant and nearly as large. On Sumatra, Polo saw this animal he described as a unicorn having feet like an elephant. Joseph?
Rhino?
Rhino is right for 8 points. Rhinoceros. And what do you know? For 10 points, we have Surprise substitution, la, 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 la. We're going to stay with evers. So ever is still part of the correct clue, correct answer with this clue for 10 points. Eddie Rabbitt sang the title song for this 1978 Clint Eastwood movie about a boxer and his simian sidekick. Eddie Rabbitt sang the title song for this 1978 Clint Eastwood movie about a boxer and his simian sidekick. 5 seconds. John.
Every Which Way But Loose.
Every which way but loose you turn me. That's right. Big 10 points. Well done, sir. Okay. Next category is animal pads. Animal pads, P-A-D-S, for 2 points. An Erie, A-E-R-I-E, is for these, perhaps the harpy or bold type. An Erie, A-E-R-I-E, Joseph?
Would it be eagle?
Eagle is right for 2 points. That's an eagle's pad, an Erie. Animal pads for 4. Coney garths and pillow mounds hold these. Coney garths and pillow mounds hold these. Time. Rochelle, Dan?
Nothing for me.
I thought maybe the Coney would give it away. Coney garths and pillow mounds hold rabbits, whether their name is Eddie or not. Rabbits. A coney catching is rabbit hunting. Okay, for 6 points. In a vespiary, you'll find these insects. In a vespiary, you'll find these insects. Joseph.
Wasps.
Wasps is right for 6 points. Vespiary hosts wasps. Very good, Joseph. For 8 points. A dray, D-R-E-Y, is home to these long-tailed rodents. A dray, D-R-E-Y, is home to these long-tailed rodents. 5 seconds.
Raccoon?
No, Ryan, I'm sorry. That is incorrect. I'll say it one more time for the red team. A dray, D-R-E-Y, is home to these long-tailed rodents. John, you may pass or take a stab at it.
Okay. We're going to take a guess. Possums.
No, that's incorrect. That's okay. No harm, no foul. Both teams lose. No, Dre is home to squirrels. Squirrels. And by the way, that was a triple stumper on the show, so no one dashed be embarrassed. Finally, animal pads for 10. These animals come home to a buyer, B-Y-R-E. These animals come home to a buyer, B-Y-R-E. 5 seconds. Time. A little late, John. You were going to guess? What were you going to guess?
Moo. Cows.
That would have been 10 more points. As it is, we have Sums of Anarchy 67, Final Hours 26. It's not entirely out of the realm of possibility, but Final Hours is going to have to make a move. Here we go for 2 points. In our final category, small words. Small words. Okay. For 2 points. Good luck, teams. Good match. French for small. This word can refer to a garment size or to the gal who wears one. French for small. This word can, Christine?
Petite.
Petite is right for 2 points. Small words for 4. This 3-letter word can refer to something really small or the early hours of the morning. Carrie.
We.
Wee is right. The wee small hours of the morning. Small words for 6. This word that's used to describe the weight class of a boxer first meant a small chicken. This word, John.
Bantam.
Bantamweight is correct for 6 points. Small words for 8. Derived from a 1726 novel. This adjective can describe someone very small or petty in outlook. Derived from a 1726 novel. This adjective can describe someone very small or petty in outlook. 5 seconds. Time. The novel was Gulliver's Travels, and the adjective is Lilliputian. Lilliputian. Okay, finally for 10 points, small words. The let, L-E-T, at the end of booklet is this type of suffix that indicates a smaller form. The let, L-E-T, at the end of booklet is this type of suffix that indicates a smaller form. Time. Rochelle or Dan?
It's not diminutive, is it?
It is. It's very good. It's a diminutive suffix. And with that, Sons of Anarchy triumphs 77-28. Good match, everybody. I told you some of these categories would be real good and some would not. But you all did splendidly. And thanks so much to Rochelle and to Dan. I couldn't think of a better way to interrupt my staycation day home than to host this match. I'm really glad I did it. Thank you all so much.
Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you, Bob.
Thanks,
You're
everyone.
very welcome.